Okay, so we're checking out the only game where you can fill the Earth's orbit with so much space trash that it'll eventually collapse in upon itself and turn into a giant buzzsaw that will saw the Earth completely in half. It's Universe Sandbox. If we move from the dark side of the Earth to the place where it is always sunny and with a humidity of 10,000%, we get to Florida. Florida is home of Florida Man, who has been telling people to clean up their goddamn trash for the last 10 years. Florida Man has worked so hard that he has come up with incredible products, such as an edible beer six-pack holster. So the Earth's orbit is filled with satellites and garbage, and I kind of wanted to find out how much was too much. Like, you have no idea, all the time in space, people are sending up missiles and taking lunch money from different satellites. It's crazy. Luckily, with a lot of patience, an auto-clicker, and a game that rewards stupidity, we can replicate such a thing. Also, I noticed that, like, Prince Arthur wasn't even safe. They took his sword and put it into the game. And so, just because we have a sword and a sledgehammer, I'm probably going to hit the Earth with those at 1 billion times light speed. Why? Because it's Universe Sandbox, and that's what we do here. And so today, we will also be emotionally abusing the Juno spacecraft. Why? Because it has those awesome solar thingies on it. Although it's kind of ironic, I want to make so many of these around the Earth that I want to blot out the sun with it. So the sun is actually going to be killed by solar power. I'm serious, one of two things will happen. Either the game will run out of memory space to allow me to put any more of these Juno spacecrafts in, or the government will kick down my door and attempt to stop my stupidity from reaching millions of viewers. All right, you get your OP auto clicker here. You get Earth moving. All right, we're gonna start putting these satellites, I really don't know how far they normally go. Hey Google, how far up are satellites above the Earth's surface?
Approximately 35,786 kilometers. Here's a summary from Wikipedia.
Oh, I didn't need, no, I didn't need the whole summary. I just wanted the number. I just want, stop. Oh God, it's taking over. Stop it! Sorry everyone, I just had to backhand Google. Okay, so apparently it's about 35,000 kilometers, so that's what we'll go ahead and do. So right about here. Auto clicker. Go! Oh, Jesus. There's so many lines, I don't know if we're opening up another dimension or what. I think what I'm gonna do is slowly make like a little coil. See, here, I'm gonna move in slightly like this. This is what you get, NASA. If Florida Man is over there making edible six-pack holders, you should have been making edible satellites. Okay, so as per the auto clicker, we're operating right now with about 10,000 satellites. This is what one of the little demonic bastards looks like. Okay, so now the plan is I'm going to reduce the distance that all of these beings have from the Earth and see what happens as space particulates begin to impact with the surface over a matter of time. You know how you can take like a bunch of rubber bands and put them around a watermelon over and over again, and then eventually the watermelon gives up the will to live and explodes? That's basically what I want from the Earth. Always make sure to save often. Oh, sweet Jesus, that happened a lot faster than I thought it would. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slow this way down. Now, right about here, you get to see the very first impacts of the satellites. They're doing a lot more damage than I had previously anticipated. Wow, they actually are like little buzzsaws. Look at them all impact so slowly. The speed of the impacts of all of the fragments of the satellites as they are drawn into the gravitational pull of the Earth is a mere 27.3 kilometers per second. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying, Gray, that's pretty good. But what would happen if instead you put it at about 1 billion times light speed? I know that there's someone out there who's like, who the hell would ask that question? Well, anyone who's seen me play Universe Sandbox understands that the question that everyone asks is how many zeros is enough? And the answer is all of the zeros. Yeah, you can always see when something hits it 1 billion times light speed, it creates a really big hole.
Science bit.
Now, 9 times out of 10, whenever I throw something at 1 billion times light speed at the planet, it always hits Africa. I don't know why. I don't try and do this. It's like Africa is like, you wouldn't dare. All the space garbage is like, oh, really? Yeah. So as of right now, there is about an 8,000 meter dent in the middle of Africa. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving on here and see where most of the detonations happen. How you doing there, Earth? It's like, I'm fine. Okay, we have the next ring of incoming crafts. This is like 10,000 per ring here. Yeah, there we go. I like how I went through all the trouble to make these perfect rings by using an auto clicker, and the friggin' pieces can't hit in the same spots. What the hell's this up here? And as the final satellite's impact, we are done, and it looks like the Earth is mostly still in one piece. Oh, we had a few stragglers here. They forgot they had people to kill. There we go. All space garbage loves the Earth. You can see there's still some that haven't taken the time to kill people. They're slowly circling and then eventually detonating. I know the question on everyone's mind is, how is Florida? So I've got some bad news. As a bit of a little unforeseen side effect, all of the satellites impacting the Earth ended up melting the ice caps. Florida now no longer exists. Hold on. The water's slowly dying out. I love how even when I smash the Earth with like 50,000 satellites, I still can't help but see the water levels continue to recede. All right, just speed up time a little bit here. I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is that Florida is totally still alive. Somehow Canada got flooded though. Also, for some reason, now Florida and the Caribbean is a winter wonderland. You heard it here first, folks. You'll finally get to see snow in Florida in the year 2117. Also, if you live in Canada, I hope you like fishing. Also, you boys in South America love snow because you're about to get a lot of it. Okay, so that was pretty good, but clearly we didn't throw enough satellites at the problem. 50,000, rookie numbers. I'm not stopping until we have 1 million. Okay, I think I have a way to give ourselves basically infinite amounts of satellites. What you do is you go over to the satellite area that we've been using, find out its statistics. Okay, 12.2, 3,600 kilograms. Go to rings. Because the people who made this game are as sick as I am, you can actually create a sphere of any item. Number of particles, yes. Throw some total mass in. Velocity, oh, you can change the ring velocity, I mean, why stop at 1 billion times light speed? When you have so many zeros that the velocity goes straight off the little calculatory area, that's when you know you have enough. Oh God. So, I've created 100,000 of these so far. However, the way that things work is they've spawned them inside of each other. So, when I get off of the pause area, it's gonna be bad. Let's go ahead and slow this down, like a lot. It's right now that I'm starting to think that it's possible 1 billion times light speed may be a little bit too much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it turned the entire Earth into Minecraft. I'm serious, what happened? It's turned into a bunch of cubes. Okay, real quick, I have now done the greatest thing I have ever completed in Universe Sandbox. Okay, the speed for the motion of the Earth is not a number. It's actually just called not a number. Even though I'm paused right now, I'm getting 2 FPS. I appreciate that the average surface temperature of the Earth is negative 273 degrees Celsius right now. So if you look at the surface of the Earth, what does it look like? Wow, I hit the Earth so hard, I knocked it out of HD. I'm serious, I've never seen this before. Interesting, so the entire Earth, I mean, while it still exists, has frozen over and is now covered in 5,000 meters of ice. Simulation can't run any faster, yeah, I'll bet. I like how everything is just jumping on the not a number bandwagon. The Earth almost started to draw an F, as if though it was going to tell me to go fuck myself. Okay, perhaps a moon-like pelting of satellites against the Earth at 100,000 in number was a bit too much. Don't get me wrong, I still want 1 million. I'm just gonna make them slightly smaller. All right, go there. I don't want any moon-like bodies. Gotta have enough mass, made out of iron. We're gonna start this off the right way. The inner radius is gonna be like 7,000 kilometers. So it's gonna be, you know, very close to the Earth. And then this one, I don't know, 14,000. I don't want to go too crazy now, so let's just do 1 million times light speed. Okay, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is I haven't even taken it off of the pause yet, and you can already see that I have completely removed all of the snow from most of the Earth. That's nice. Polar ice caps, no! Okay, we're at about 1/10 of an FPS. Alrighty, and now it is time to begin the yeeting of the Earth. Turn off the pause button, listen to my computer immediately begin to heat up. Okay, nothing has happened yet. So either the computer hasn't figured out that we've most likely ceased to exist, or the game has crashed. Okay, I think the Earth is all right. There's kind of a strip of fire that is surrounding the entire circumference, but I mean, everything looks okay. Oh, shit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and slow things back down again because apparently part of the Earth decided to poop itself out. I'm not gonna lie, I had felt like a bunch of particles hitting the Earth at 1 million times light speed should probably do a little bit more damage than we saw. Yeah, now we're getting there. All right, right at that spot where the Earth decided to implode, it's a nice cozy 39,000 degrees Celsius. That right there is what we call a 10 beer day. All right, things look like they're stabilizing, so I'm gonna go ahead and slowly speed things up here. It's like watching a beautiful flower blossom, a beautiful flower filled with death. Okay, so most of the ice immediately vaporized and covered, 99% of the world's surface area in water. On the plus side, the temperature's going down a lot. All right, keep moving things along here. Okay, never mind, things are getting a lot worse now. All right, the Earth is now filled with 25.6 thousand meter canyons. Everything is pretty much vaporizing. We now have water depths of 401 kilometers. All right, Earth is still a sphere. Part of it kind of turned into a black hole over here, though. All right, we're starting to lose a lot of the Earth to vaporization. Okay, I think that things may be calming down, and the Earth is still there. I moved a couple of 100 years into the future just to see what the Earth would be like after getting hit with all that. The average surface temperature is negative 20 degrees Celsius, so everyone gets to experience Canada. Well, they get to experience Canada underwater because there's no actual land. I think Florida would be somewhere right around here. It is currently 64 kilometers underwater, and the very hottest part of the entirety of Earth is negative 1 degree Celsius. On the plus side, though, water's boiling point has now shifted to 557 degrees Celsius, and its freezing point is below negative 75 degrees Celsius. Numbers are cool. Let's hit the Earth with a sledgehammer moving 1 billion times light speed. A speck of sand did the Earth in last time at like 100 million times light speed, so I imagine that the sledgehammer is gonna be pretty bad. Grab your sledgehammer, launch it. Gonna go to 100 billion times light speed. Good luck, my son. Okay, I think the Earth is okay. Maybe it opened up like a pocket dimension when it passed through. Okay, it actually took like a full couple of seconds for the Earth to understand what just happened to it. Immediately, it flash froze the entire planet. The momentum from the hit is now causing the Earth to move at 5 times the speed of light. Sorry, 13 times the speed of light. I can't actually select the Earth because I think it immediately turned into a gas. How do I know that? Because the temperature is that. Oh, it's only 260,000 degrees Celsius. That's not so bad. I'm just kind of moving things along here to see if, the nuclear winds shuffling back and forth eventually stabilize. It is cooling down, and Earth just evaporated, son of a bitch. Well, this is Mars, which despite having terrible acne, is the only planet in this kind of region that's still alive. There's one thing I learned from this entire thing. It's that when you're floating through space, recycle your Bud Light cans. I appreciate that the sledgehammer is somehow still in one piece, way off in the distance. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Universe Sandbox. Till the next time, stay foxy, much love.